Cooking with Tammy once again in the building, back with another amazing recipe. And tonight you're going to be making one of my favorite side dishes. Tonight we're going to be making sweet candied yam mash. Let me tell you, this recipe right here is going to be everything. OMG, it's going to be so mouth-watering. Anyway guys, let's jump right in and introduce these ingredients. Of course, we're going to need sweet potatoes if we're making sweet candied yams, right? We also have some ground allspice as well as ground ginger. Now, if you've been rocking with me for a hot minute, you know that I was the first person ever on YouTube to do not only the allspice candied yams, but also the ginger candied yams. Both videos are up. If you want your holiday to be banging, better go check those videos out if you haven't already. Anyway, we also have some ground cinnamon, some salt, vanilla extract, sugar. We have white sugar and we also have some brown sugar, and not to mention we have that heavy cream. So without further ado, let's get to cooking. We have some water in a large pot that's on a rolling boil, and what we're going to do is we're going to place our potatoes in there. Good thing about this recipe is it's so easy, so quick, and so simple. Why? Because we don't have to go in and peel these potatoes or yams or whatever you refer to it as. All we got to do is allow it to soften, cover down that pot, and let it do what it do. That's basically it. So I'm gonna say it would take about, let's see, these are like medium to large size potatoes, about 40 to 45 minutes until they are nice and fork tender. However, everybody's potatoes or yams comes in a different size. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a fork or a knife, and after about 35 to 45 minutes, you're gonna take it, stick it in the center. Of course, if it's nice and soft, then you're gonna, obviously turn the stovetop off. But if the texture of the potato is not nice and soft, you need to allow it to boil out a little bit more for it to get nice and tender. Anyway, without all that long talking, let the potatoes do what they do, and I'll show you how to incorporate everything once we come back. Our sweet potatoes are finished, and what I did was I rinsed it off in some cold water to cool it on down, because if not, I would not be able to handle it. And the good thing about it is so nice and easy to peel. You could either peel it with your hands, or you could just take a knife, and it's gonna like literally just, you know what, forget the knife at this point. Just take your hand, slide it right across, and easy does it. Talk about getting the job done in 1, 2, 3. Cut the top off. Make sure there's no little black spots. And into the bowl, potato number 1 goes. I'm going to continue to do this off camera, and I'll be right back with you. Another way we can make the peeling process easy as well, just take your paring knife, just go straight down the skin, just like that. And that is it. I'm going to cut the top off right here. And bam! We are ready to get to mixing. All right, now here's the thing. Off camera, my potato masher broke. I'm gonna use my pastry gadget, and let's see how this works out. Because I want to get in there and mash it up before I turn on my handheld blender. And guess what? Pastry gadget is doing the thing. Yes. Perfect. Get it all off. What I like to do is I like to go in with my handheld mixer, because all of those little strings that's connected to the potato is going to get caught in the spools of the mixer, and trust me, you don't want to end up choking on potato strings. So let's do this. And if you take a close look, you can see those strings right there. And this is definitely what we don't need. It works almost like an extractor, honestly. And we're gonna toss this in the sink. You want your potatoes to have a nice, smooth, rich consistency. All right, moving right along to step number 3. Who's counting, right? I don't know. That's just me, I guess. Anyway, we're gonna move right on over to our pan, and we're gonna make our delicious decadent sauce that's gonna accommodate our sweet potatoes so perfectly. Quick demonstration, guys. You know I got your back. Now, when it comes to making our delicious candied yam sauce, what you need is not what's going on in this clip. You see all the bubbles taking place in the butter? It's because the pan is too hot. So when you add the butter is definitely overheated. So by the time you add your sugar, it's gonna crystallize. And I got, like I said, a few comments stating the same thing, that they try to make the candied yam sauce, but pretty much the sugar had hardened to the point where it was a mess. In the next clip, this is what you need. You need your flame on a medium heat to medium low. You're gonna melt down the butter gradually, and then you're gonna add the sugar, stir it in just as I'm doing, and you will have the perfect candied yam saucy sauce. We're gonna add our ground cinnamon. Mix it in there, mix it up really good. We're also gonna add some ground ginger. For those of you who've been rocking with me for some time, you know that I love to add grated ginger to my candied yams. Talk about taking it up an extra notch. It brings the ultimate element of flavor. Yeah, I'm breaking the rules, guys, trust me, and it's all for the better. So we're gonna add some ground allspice to this candied yam sauce. Why not? It's gonna make it taste, I'm telling you, out of this world delicious. And we're gonna add a pinch of salt to balance out the flavors. Because of course, if you have sugar, you gotta have salt. It helps to balance out the flavors really well. Also, another tip that I like to do when I'm making my candied yam mash is to add a little honey. We're gonna add 1 tablespoon, boom, just like that, 2. Mix it up really good. What I like to do to my sweet potatoes is I like to add just a pinch of salt, not much at all. Mix it in really good. As you can see, the consistency is perfect. Also, I'm gonna add a little bit of heavy cream because I'm looking for that nice creamy richness. I know when it comes to the milk, somebody's gonna ask me whether or not if they could use whole milk or half and half. Me personally, I prefer the heavy cream. It gives it that nice creamy richness that I guess you should be going for. But then again, it's all up to you and what you prefer. We're gonna add our sauce to our potatoes. And we're gonna mix it in. Mix it in there, mix it in there. So that way with every scoop, you get some of that sweet goodness. And this is it. Our sweet candied yam mash is finished. Check out the texture and the richness and color. It's going to be everything. I hope you guys definitely give this recipe a try. It's an alternative to candied yams. The only difference is we have the candied yam mash and it's nice and creamy. It complements so many other dishes. It makes a perfect side. Like I said, it's one of my favorite side dishes. Anyway, I definitely leave the links to my other videos as well in regards to my Thanksgiving videos. And with all of that being said, give this sweet candied yam mash a try. And I will catch you guys in another video. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, you better share because sharing is caring. And I will catch you guys in another video. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.